next to me before I get the name, and I've got to get it right, but it's quite a lovely name. It's David Tatlock, and apparently it's English, which it sounds terribly English. David Tatlock is English. Yes, it would be. How are you, David?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely great. I couldn't be better. Everything's going wonderful. I've had fabulous guests today, but then I get fabulous guests, I think, every week.
Probably
I do.
yeah.
I have fabulous guests. And each one, it's so true that everybody has a story and everybody has a different story. And behind every face, there's a story.
There's a lot of interesting people in Las Vegas.
And there are, even in the entertainment business, a lot of people in the music industry. So they sing and they're in the music, but they've all got a different story.
Of course. Yeah.
Now we're going to hear David's story. Now, what does David have to say? David, you've got a band of your own and you're a singer and I love your hat.
Oh, thank you.
That's a different cap, isn't it?
Yeah, this is kind of my hats that I like. I'm still trying to, hopefully Gorin Hats will sign a deal for me to represent them one day, but I like these hats. Well, they're 6-panel hats is what they're called.
It's a 6-panel hat, and in any particular name, because it's not a sun visor and it's not a cap, it's
just called a 6-panel hat, and Gorin makes them, other companies, but Gorin here in town, Goorin, they make
them. Do you know, I like that. I've got to see if it suits me. I have to go. Give Maria the address and everything. I want to call them.
Yeah, it's by the link. The big.
Oh, really?
Ferris
and
wheel.
Called Gorin?
Yeah, there's a hat in that strip there. A hat called Gorin Hats. They have all kinds of
hats. I got to go there and check them out. See what they've got there. And see where they get them from. Do they make them themselves?
Well, I don't think they make them at that store, but the company makes them. Yeah, they're all over the world, I think. So
yeah.
I'm hoping one day they will say, "Hey, we want to do an endorsement deal because this guy wears our hats to perform."
All the time. Yeah. Well, did you tell them that?
Well, I think I'm going to reach out to them.
I was going to say, if you don't tell them, how are they supposed to know what you want to do?
I was kind of waiting until our music was out, and then they could go check it out.
Yeah, but you can wait for a long time. Yeah. All right. Now you have a band. What's the name of your band?
The band is called the Soul Juice Band, like apple juice, but Soul Juice, SOUL.
Soul Juice Band.
The Soul Juice Band. Yeah, it's a big band. 10 people.
10. Oh, I love that. That means
5 horn players.
Oh, really?
It's a monstrous sound. Yeah, it's a big wall of sound.
Okay, so there's such a big sound, and it sounds amazing to me because I love big bands. Where do you play?
Well,
where are you going to play?
Before COVID, we had we kind of had a residency at House of Blues. We were there twice a month. We played at festivals, different places. Now, since COVID,
House of Blues, that's a fabulous place.
Yeah, so since COVID's finally starting to go away, we're just starting to get talked to about playing different places. We just had a show at the Sand Dollar.
Oh, the Sand Dollar's great.
It's kind of wild for us to fit. We fit barely on that stage.
Yeah, it's not the biggest stage.
But the place was packed out.
They couldn't wait to have you back again.
It was so full.
So are you talking to the House of Blues again to see if you can get back?
Yeah, I'm reaching back out. They've remodeled. I'm not sure if they're going to go where they want to have a big band in their setting again. So we're kind of free agents right now. We're looking for a good place.
So any place out there, any big hotel on the Strip. I love the Strip. I love the Strip.
Well, people that see us, they always tell us the same place that we should be playing at, and that's Red Rock.
Red Rock
Casino. Yeah, the style of music we do and stuff. They said that clientele would like it.
Up at Summerlin, right?
Yeah, because we do like Tower of Power and Old Chicago and.
Wasn't Zoe Bowie up there?
Yeah, I think he was up there.
I love. Hi, Zoe Bowie. How you doing? I know you're downtown a lot, but you're doing great. I'm watching you. You're going to be at the Italian American Club, I believe, with your own show. And congratulations. I think that's coming up soon.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh, he's a fabulous guy. But anyway, so this band, it sounds amazing. So how and why did you keep it to such a big band? Because people don't do that.
I think I had an idea. I started the band after my brother passed away unexpectedly. And I said, what do
Was that recently?
In 2015. And he loved music. He was crippled. He had a lot of health problems. And I said, before I die, what's some things I need to do before I started thinking about my own mortality, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And one thing was to make some music that helped lift people up, like Kim. I looked at his music collection, what he would listen to help keep him dealing with. He was on kidney dialysis for 14 years.
His daily life, his daily life was.
And so I wanted to start a band that was fun, funk, soul's kind of my background, and I just asked some horn players if they wanted to join. Anyway, I looked back after a couple rehearsals. I'm like, wow, we got 5 horn players. How did this happen? I don't really, because one guy would bring another one to the rehearsal. Anyway, and once you sing, once you play with this band and you're on stage and you hear 5 horns, it's like you can't go back. You can't go back. It's like it's the sound is so amazing.
You've got the 5 horns, which means you play something a little bit different.
I'm the singer.
You're the singer. So what do you sing?
Well, we do original music, so we're releasing original music right now. We're releasing an album probably in early May, but we've already released some singles. But then in Vegas, you have to do some cover music too, right? So we do Stevie Wonder, we do Wayne Cochran, we do Edgar Winter and White Trash, we do
you can do all these big bands, can't you?
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff we do a lot of old soul that people often they'll be like, oh, that song, your original song, that was great. It's like, no, that was put out in '77. You just don't know it, you know.
Yeah, you've forgotten it.
So we do a lot of stuff like we'll do Vehicle, and we do things that have like a lot of groove and soul. We do a lot of Sly and the Family Stone, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's all like fun. Let's dance. Let's have a good time.
Yes.
That's
what it's all about. That's what music is all about, is to have fun and enjoy it.
So we're like a festival showroom type of band.
How long does your show go on? An hour, 2 hours, 1 hour?
Well, we've done 4-hour shows, and we've done 90-minute shows. So anywhere.
So you're big. You do quite a long show.
We can do a long show if we need to. It's a lot of work for horn players.
And where are you going to be performing now? Anything opening up?
We're in talks with some different places like Station Casinos, and I am talking to House of Blues again, and Sand Dollar. Obviously, we can play, but we're also talking to festivals and some different things because our original music is coming out now. So we probably are going to do some things out and about.
There's a lot of these stadiums, these new stadiums.
We're like a band that's fit for a big stage.
Like the Mobile Arena or something, and they seat an awful lot of people. That sounds like something.
Yeah, we'd be a good opener for Bruno Mars, places, people like that. But
absolutely fabulous, and great opener for them. But also, if you're going to these arenas, they're safe to go into now because they've obviously got all their guards, they've got all the security, they've got everything there, so it's a safe place rather than being open out somewhere. You know, where they've had all these stampedes and all these different things happening. This would be a great thing for you.
And I can't share all the details, but there's a major city that we're almost finished with negotiations to be an artist in residence for 2 to 4 weeks.
That's not in Vegas.
No, it's not Vegas. And then
we travel.
We'll travel all over the world. We want to do our music anywhere. So people in Brazil like our music, Japan, Italy. There's listeners kind of all over the world that enjoy it. Yeah. Funk and soul, I guess, and we do some rock too. But this vintage vibe is kind of coming back a little bit.
Absolutely. So you're not sort of hard rock. And
we're like Sly and the Family Stone meets Lenny Kravitz meets Jamiroquai.
There you go.
Jamiroquai. You probably know who Jamiroquai is. They're from
England.
Across the pond.
Across the pond. They're the originals, my dear.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Their stuff is amazing. So we're kind of in that vein. We do multi-genre, funk, soul, rock, a little bit of jazz.
With your band, does that change a lot? Do you have to get new people in it sometimes? Because I notice that happens. Seems to happen a lot in Vegas.
Well, because if you're trying to do original music in Vegas, there's not a lot of places to do it. It's tough. So most people play with original bands, so they can get paid.
Yes.
So we have 3 people left from our original.
From your original band?
Yeah, out of the 10. So the 7 are new.
Because I know that happens, but it's also great for the new ones coming in to have somewhere to play and to have a job for what they do.
In 2019, before COVID hit, we paid 43 different musicians that played with us in a show.
Wow.
So a sub on a horn, a sub. So we're kind of a little bit like a farm club. People play with us. They get seen by somebody and they're like, "Oh, I like how he plays. Can he play with us on this?" And things like that. So
it kind of goes around in the circle.
We're very encouraging for people to explore their journey and their path in music.
Come into you, and then you can get them out there. They can be seen just like Vegas Live with Ninon. Same thing. Come on my show. We want to get you out there.
Yeah, it's harder. It's harder to pay the same for a bigger band that you can get paid for 4 or 5 people out on, so they know it's a project of doing great quality music had doing fun music, doing fun shows, and
Yeah.
then the original music. Hopefully, it catches enough that we start getting out and playing
Can
some
you do
bigger
a couple
stuff.
of lines or something?
Uh,
I mean, maybe because you usually have such a big band, don't you? And now you don't have anything except me.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have a guitar with me
Yeah,
or
you don't
anything
have
like that.
anything with you,
Yeah,
okay. How can anybody reach you?
yeah. Well, they can go to our website www.souljuiceband.com, and we also have a store on there. So we've got sweatshirts and T-shirts and hats and all this kind of stuff.
Awesome.
And I brought you
Ooh,
some
I got
stickers.
another present.
I brought you some stickers today, so
Oh, look
like
at
you
this.
could put that on your water bottle or
Soul
your,
juice. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much.
you know, on your
Thank
computer,
you
your
very
laptop.
much. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
And then they can reach us on our website. It has our number. It has our
What's the
email. The number would be 702-412-2404. So.
Absolutely amazing. A fabulous guest, and don't forget to watch out for him out there. I also want to mention, obviously we're down at Mariposa, this incredible restaurant. It's a Mexican restaurant, but it's high cuisine. It's a very high class cuisine. They've got beautiful. They've got a lot of flowers
very
around.
nice.
Isn't
It's
it
very,
lovely?
yeah,
Have you eaten here yet?
No, I've never eaten.
You
it.
have to bring your wife here. Treat her to
She loves Mexican.
Oh, well, she's definitely got to come there then.
She
And
loves
at night,
Mexican,
they
so.
also have happy hour. They have a beautiful hair place for a band. I know your band could not fit on that
That's
stage.
right.
It's not a small stage, by the way. It's a big stage, but not for a 10-piece.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, Sand Dollar's that's as
The
tight as
you
we
can,
can
smallest
get.
you can
Yeah.
be. So don't forget to Mariposa they're on the corner of Sahara and Decatur, and fabulous place to come to. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. What do you want to say something?
Oh, I think I sent a link to our music video. We put out a music video, and we've got about 3 or 4 songs out on Spotify and Apple Music. So just look up the Soul Juice Band, Juice,
Soul Juice Band.
and listen to what we actually have a song that we wrote just for women.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yesterday was International Women's Day.
what was it? Oh,
So
I'm
there's
international.
a song called "Still Beautiful to Me," and
so lovely.
I raise daughters, and I'm married to a woman, and what I noticed is society puts a lot of constraints or expectations on women, what they should look like, how they should look and dress, and all
I
that.
know. We always have to be dressing up and doing
So-
this and doing that. And
So the song is
Just
the
for you?
lyrics are talking about times that maybe a female doesn't feel attractive, but the line is, "Baby, can't you see you're still beautiful to me?" So it's about the
Isn't that
person,
wonderful?
the
So
who you
that's-
are is where the beauty
it's like
is.
when a woman gets up in the morning and there's no lashes, there's no makeup on the head. I'm actually describing myself. And I'm not the most desirable looking person, but the funny part about it is what you just said. I'm still me.
That's right. You're still you.
I'm still me. I don't have this facade on and the hair done and all this stuff.
So I didn't realize what it was like for women until I was raising daughters and I coached and taught high school actually, and I saw, man, it's really tough to be a woman in our society and the expectations that are put on you.
What are the expectations that are put on us?
And even like in entertainment, it's tough. Women singers, if they don't have a certain look or try to look a certain way, they get kind of treated differently, than men. I mean, we don't want to look like big slobs and not care about how we look,
but you don't have to
the
worry
expectation
as
is not as
you
strong.
don't have the eyelashes.
Yeah,
I mean, some bands do, but you don't have to do
So that's
all
what that song's.
How
we wrote that
sweet.
just to like remind
And
women.
you actually wrote that probably for your wife and your daughters.
Yeah, just
How
for
many
women.
Daughters? You have 3 daughters?
Two.
Two daughters. How
Ju-
beautiful. What are their names?
Hannah
Nana?
is 26. She lives in. Let me see if I can say the name right. It's by Seattle. Puyallup, Washington, and then
Puyallup.
my younger daughter Mary. She's an artist herself. She plays music. She does sculptures. She does ceramics, and she's going to work with deaf people. And she's
How
she's
much
checking.
sign language and all that.
She's checking out another a school in New York right now. So to possibly go to get more involved in it.
Involved. It's funny. I had a foundation, and Dr. Howard House happened to be. He was on my board, but he also did sign language and everything. And I had a lot of his patients because he did a lot of the hearing in the House Ear Institute. And I had him as he was one of my sponsors. And I did a show for the deaf and hearing children. And somebody said, well, how could you talk to them? How can they talk? And I said, well, the sound language, number one. Number two, you can actually understand. And it was a great show, and it actually won an award. So I know all about sign language.
Well, that's
and all
awesome.
that,
Yeah. My daughter, I didn't realize the deaf community is one of the most neglected communities in the world.
It is actually.
In many countries, they can't
Yes.
even really, they almost have no voice because they don't use sign language. And
Yeah, they can't
So
do
it's-
sign language. A lot of people don't understand and don't have patience for them either.
yeah, so it's
And,
difficult, but she's going to be working in that
Actually, that's
community.
one of my little heart things about the sign language, the younger generation. I think that's wonderful. Well, I must thank you very much, David. It's been absolutely
Thank you for
wonderful.
having me.
Absolutely.
I've seen your show some, and I know of you, but I haven't really.
You've never met me. Well, David Tatlock is absolutely amazing, and he's got his own band and everything. I pronounced his last name, and I even remembered his last name.
Supposedly, yeah, my dad's side is from Manchester. So
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's probably where it came from. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely an English name with that a name like that. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Is this our last guest? This is my last guest of the day until next week, where we shall be back again. We wish him all the best, and keep going out there, keep doing it. Very, very well known, very, very liked, and we'll be back next week. But don't forget to go to Mariposa Restaurant, Sahara, in Decatur. Incredible Mexican food, Mexican cuisine actually. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube, and thank you for social media shows, and we'll be right back next week. Take care.